Joining me now to discuss this is, and I'm delighted he's with us as always, is Senator Josh Hawley. Senator Hawley, this is kind of wild because for years the Democrats said Trump's tone not only is toxic, but it's dangerous. And now they say they're going to be tougher and it's going to be, no holds barred, and they're going to get right up in people's faces. But haven't they been doing that for a long time anyway?
Yeah, I love this idea, Laura, that they think they need to be more insulting, as one news article said. Oh, believe me, they're plenty insulting. I mean, I feel insulted every time I have to listen to them. They're the party of insults, and their policies are incredibly insulting. Here's their real problem. Their total contempt for the American people and the American worker and everything we believe in together. This is the party that goes to L.A. and blows up cars on the freeways while they wave Mexican flags. This is the party that says we've got to open the border because America is systemically racist. This is the party that says there's no such thing as a man or a woman and biological men ought to be in women's sports. I mean, they're insane. They're totally nuts. And now to say, oh, I think we have a messaging problem. No, it's not the messaging. It's not the brand. It's the substance. That's why they're down in the dumps, and that's why Trump is winning.
Well, right now, Senator, we have a situation where the Democrat drama queens in Congress are just trying every day to get some attention by putting on a show. Watch.
With all appeals to your integrity, with all appeals to past jurisdiction and past precedent, why are you doing this? This is outrageous.
This is a kangaroo court. That's all we have here, Mr. Chairman.
This is wrong. To violate your own rules without going by the mandates of the parliamentarian. This is unbelievable.
Again, but it's all stunts and it's all theatrics, and they still think that's what got Trump elected? I mean, I know they don't disagree with him. I get all that. But are they, it sounds very uncharitable, but are they really that stupid, or are they just fanatics at this point? I'm honestly flummoxed by it. I don't understand it.
Sometimes the truth is a hard thing to face, Laura. By the way, I was there for that clip you just played. I had to sit through that. And I think this idea that the Democrats think they need to be more spontaneous and theatrical, they're not a party anymore. They're a theater troupe funded by George Soros. And that's what you saw today. That's what you see all the time. I mean, that's what you see. They're going to Tesla dealerships and burning stuff. They're going to L.A. and lighting cars on fire. I mean, these people, their behavior, it's clownish. And the reason that they're clowning around is because their policies are so terrible. They don't have anything to offer. Let's just review. What did they give the American people? Open borders, jobs gone overseas, corporate malfeasance, wages flat. What's Trump doing? He's closed the border. He's getting our jobs back. Wages for blue-collar workers are finally rising. That's the ball game. I mean, game, set, match right there. That's why Trump is winning. That's why the Dems are where they are.
And Senator, not only does Mamdani, and I think a lot of others, coming up through the ranks of the Democrat Party, at least they say they'd entertain abolishing private property, but also ending all prisons. Check this out.
Are prisons obsolete?
I think that, frankly, what purpose do they serve? Right?
Senator, your view there.
Yeah, what purpose do they serve? Let me walk you through it. As a former prosecutor, I think I can help here. Here's the purpose they serve. They keep violent people away from law-abiding citizens. They keep our kids safe. They keep the criminals who want to kill us away from those who are vulnerable. I mean, it's amazing. You have to explain this stuff to Democrats. And then again, they wonder, gee, why is our approval rating at like 3%? That's why, because the American people look at the Democrat Party and they see a dumpster fire. And they look at Donald Trump and they see an adult. And that's the difference.
Now, Senator Hawley, I want to get to something that I'm going to tackle in longer form tomorrow, but we're so jammed up tonight. This situation with the same type of Republican thinking on immigration amnesty and foreign workers that I personally, I've been fighting and winning this issue with compatriots since 2005. Okay, 20 years ago when Bush started the comprehensive immigration reform, God bless him, And this keeps going. McCain, then it was the Gang of Eight, and Rubio. Finally, Rubio stepped back. Then it was Lankford and that fiasco that you and I talked about at the time. This is comprehensive. It's going to be great. People are going to pay a fine. They're all hardworking. It's going to be good, and they're going to be patriots, and you know, all of that nonsense. Well, this is being offered again, like a bad penny that keeps showing up at the fair. Watch this.
Our economy needs a reliable working force in areas where other Americans don't participate. Some of the most shameful moments in our past as a country relates to how we have treated immigrants who are not criminals.
Your reaction to the Congresswoman, who seems very angry right there, but her view is basically Americans. It's a really negative view on Americans. And coming from a family that did a lot of blue collar work, I'm so offended by that Americans don't do this. Maybe you drove down wages and Americans always did that type of work until it couldn't actually support a family. Congresswoman.
Amnesty.
Your reaction.
Amnesty is always a bad idea. Amnesty is always a bad idea, number one. Number two, you're exactly right. It is a myth that Americans don't want to work. Give me a break. I mean, when these corporations won't pay Americans a decent wage, that's the problem. We see Americans out there willing to work. Under Donald Trump, wages are going up. But, Laura, I'm with you 100%. The Republican Party's got to shake off its losing ways. And one of the things that's made them losers before Donald Trump is they kept saying that we needed to have more immigration that would displace American workers. No, we don't. We need to give American workers a fair deal. We need to give them a fair shake, let them get back to work. Trump ran on that in 16, in 20, and 24. That's why he was victorious. Republicans need to listen. No more of this establishment, comprehensive immigration, bring in a flood of immigrants. No, exactly. He's fixed it.
Trump's done it. Enforced the border, shows that it works, deporting criminals, getting them out of this country as fast as he can, and I hope the numbers improve. But any move toward that nonsense will be fought tooth and nail by not just MAGA, but by millions of people across the country who are sick of those lies. And frankly, it's a very negative view on the American workforce. I completely reject it, and it's been defeated about 5 times. Just ask Marco Rubio how it worked out for him. All right, Senator, thank you very much.